Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, or welcome back to our channel. This is Lunar Goddess Tarot. I'm Sarah and I'll be your intuitive guide and your reader today. So as we approach this most potent day of 8/8, which is tomorrow, Lion's Gate, it's a portal, it's a potent portal, especially for twin souls, twin flames. We also have a new moon in Leo coinciding on the same day, making that day extra potent, extra powerful, and that much more beneficial for meditations, for affirmations, and for manifesting. So to celebrate, we've decided to offer a 2-hour coaching call. We changed the date from Monday to Sunday. So it's Sunday 8/8, which is tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world. And that's the actual date for Lion's Gate and for the new moon. So we'll have a coaching call for you guys from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's $35 if you are not part of the coaching program, And if you are part of the 6-month coaching program, if you've signed up, then you are already signed up for the call. If you so choose to be on the call, it will be free to anyone who signed up for the coaching program. Otherwise, again, it's $35 USD. If you guys are interested, take a look at the community tab, email Kelly at twinflameunioncoaching@gmail.com, or just go ahead and make your payment. And I have the payment link listed here I believe I have the payment link listed. If I don't, go ahead and just send an email to Kelly. She'll get you signed up and we'll get you guys signed up. There are limited spots available, so please sign up at your earliest convenience. And I wanted to do a reading here for you guys because I'm finally back from my road trip. And I wanted to go ahead and check in with these energies pre-Lion's Gate, and then I'll do another reading either tonight, most definitely tomorrow. I wanted to let you guys know, a lot of you have been inquiring about private readings, and I'm so grateful for everyone who's ever inquired or received a reading from me. Thank you so much for supporting me and my work in my channel in that way. At this time, private readings are on a hiatus, and this is so I can put all of my energy into making readings here for the channel, and also putting energy and time and love and dedication into the 6-month coaching program. So honestly, guys, the best way to receive guidance from me and support at this time is going to be by watching my videos here, liking them, subscribing, have my comments around about liking, subscribing, and just sharing the videos. That's one of the best ways you can support my channel. More people are able to see my videos, the channel grows, and that's really supportive for me. But also, if you're saying, I want more of Sarah, I want more of her guidance, I want more, I need insight, you guys are dying for those personal readings, come on over to our coaching program. It's a 6-month dedicated coaching program. There's 2 coaches, Kelly and myself, and we're going to be delivering you guys so much more than just the 3 calls per month. We already have a bonus call coming up on Sunday. This is our first bonus call, and we haven't even started the program. So we've got lots of bonuses for you guys, lots of gifts, lots more information, worksheets, workbooks, etc., that we're going to be using so that everyone in this program feels like they're accountable to someone, to something. And that's so important on this journey. And also, you're having access to both Kelly and myself. We're going to be answering your questions the whole way through. And we're gearing up, guys, for this potent Mars-Venus meetup in Capricorn in February. There's a very specific reason why we chose to launch this as quickly as we did, because we felt it was so important at this time. Physical unions are imminent at this time, but first we need to come into and ensure that everyone, the maximum amount of people, okay, that's my mission right now, to bring you guys into inner union. So that's about the program. There's a lot more information about the program. If you're interested in the program, you say, I want to be on that call and I want to be a part of the program, because you're going to receive a lot more bonus information, bonus calls, bonus worksheets, etc. Bonus just content, bonus visualizations and meditations from Kelly and myself through the course of the 6th month, as well as one-on-one coaching, as well as coaching calls, as well as access to other people who are just as dedicated to you on this journey, who are part of the coaching program. Email us at twinflameunioncoaching@gmail.com. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the reading now. I hope to see you guys in the coaching program. We've got a good amount of people signed up already. We're so blessed. We're so grateful. We're super excited. And a lot of our energy is really geared into that right now. So I will be here on the channel for you guys. And for those of you who have already booked a private reading, don't worry. I will be working on your private readings through the remainder of August. So please be patient with me and understand that I'm also launching this program, but I have not forgotten about anyone who's already paid and booked for a private reading. So let's get started, guys. And I just want to go ahead and just do a little cleansing here. It feels like we need some cleansing with this beautiful selenite wand. Just to cleanse, let's cleanse the camera here. Let's cleanse myself. And go ahead, this is a potent portal, guys, and we're going to be talking more about the energies on the call tomorrow night in much more detail. But to just give an overview right now for anyone watching, what's essentially happening right now is the divine masculines are having massive heart openings. Massive heart openings, guys, where they have been closed off in the past, where they have not been able to tap into their emotions, where the feminine felt like, how could you possibly do that to me or say that to me? Who are you? If your counterpart came in the Venus and Mars conjunction back in July and you're like, what the hell was that? It felt like a tornado. You came in like a tornado and just as quickly, you were gone again. I want you guys to understand this is all in prep. We're in the preparatory stages of physical union. It's often chaotic. It's not often smooth. And you may think things are going one way and all of a sudden things are going another way. You guys are purging. The counterparts are purging so much right now to prepare you for that imminent physical union. Now, physical union is a choice. This is why we have the coaching program. It doesn't just magically appear on your doorstep. Those of you who have been in this journey or on this journey rather for some time understand that. You can't just decide, I'm going to manifest and affirm and it's going to show up. You have to do the work and you have to be willing to look deeply inside of yourself at your flaws. I don't believe in flaws, but your perceived flaws, right? The places inside of you, the shadows that you've hidden from yourself and from others and from the world. The places that you haven't accepted, usually those are the shadow aspects of self. The dark nights of the soul, the ego deaths that we move through, the loss of the job, loss of money, loss of stability, loss of relationship. If you're on this twin flame journey and you haven't experienced those things, you will. It's coming because it's part of the journey. This ultimately, guys, yes, we're coaching you towards physical union, but ultimately the purpose, the goal of my work, of the coaching program we're launching, the very first ever coaching program that I'm launching, is all about bringing you into inner peace and harmony and wholeness. Because from that place, you can manifest anything you want, anything your heart desires, abundance, joy, love, the relationship of your dreams, right? Children, family, everything and anything is possible. So we're taking you to this place of limitless possibilities, going beyond the physical body, going beyond the mind. I mean, my God, the mind limits us, right? This is a limitless sphere of possibilities. And I know you guys have tapped into it. Many of you have already tapped into it. You've seen it with your counterpart. They know it. So the masculines are coming into greater awareness of the connection. Again, much more to be talked about on the call tomorrow. And the feminines are boldly asserting themselves in their lives, boldly asserting yourself in a position of power, in a position of authority, and growing. Your goals are growing. Your abundance is growing. Your bank account is growing because you're focused on yourself. This is the absolute best thing you can do, feminines, right now, is to focus on yourself. So stay focused on yourself at this time. Your counterpart is probably pretty wobbly in the physical, and I want you guys to I want you to let them do their thing. I want you to put the focus back on yourself. You're not here to save them or anybody else. You're here to save yourself. You're here to focus on yourself. You're here to find yourself, to step into a place of wholeness from a place of self-love and self-respect. And the physical union is the icing on the cake. It's literally the cherry on top of the sundae, of the vegan sundae. I don't advocate dairy, so the vegan sundae. And it is the ultimate gift after you have reached this place where you no longer need that physical counterpart or anyone for that matter. Guess what? That's when it shows up, ironically. That's when your counterpart comes in, because that needy energy, that codependent energy is healed. And all of a sudden, they come in because you're equals and you've both done your job. And the codependency has vanished. It's been erased. It's been healed. Okay, so that's what we're working with at this time. Much, much more to talk about that and discuss tomorrow night. But let's go ahead and pull some cards, tapping into the energy. Close encounters. Look at this. So, and divine matrix. Yeah, seeing past the matrix. That's what I was talking about. So the masculines are waking up to the connection, and look, 44. I saw fours all throughout my trip. I mean, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 11, 11. all the way through. The signs were incredible. And then I kept on seeing night on trucks. Okay, this night, it was like a trucking company, Night Refrigeration. So night, it's all about the masculines being knighted. Okay, not quite king status, but they're not pages anymore. They've reached the next level. A knight still has some ego discrepancy, right? There's still some ego there that they need to fight off, that they need to work through, that they need to heal, if you will. Okay, but they're no longer the page. They've reached a certain level in their ascension journey. They have a certain level of awareness about who they are, who you are, what your connection is, and what their mission is. So they're becoming more spiritual. A knight is more spiritual than a page, and also more mature spiritually, emotionally, etc. So the masculines are in the process of maturation, okay? Don't expect, first of all, guys, the divine feminine, if your masculine had to go through what you went through, I don't think they'd be standing here. I think they'd all be in psychiatric ward, because they, and some feminines have been in those places, right? Or some feminines have been to the brink of destruction or the brink of even suicide on this journey. And the masculines have as well. They can only handle so much at one time. So what will happen is they may have like an ego boost or something that happens in their life to boost their ego, and then bam, they're brought back down to earth and there's an ego death. But it's not like the feminines, where the feminine literally had her whole life restructured like a ping pong ball in the matter of, a few months or a year even, or 6 months or 3 months. The masculines have had that happen, but it's been more gradual so that they didn't lose their fucking minds. And so the masculines are unraveling the matrix. This is what Spirit is telling me. They're in the process of the realization that this world is a matrix. It's not real. This everything, like you can see and touch and taste and smell, like none of it is actually real. They're having these crazy, strange dreams. Some of them are having prophetic dreams, as I've mentioned before. This is growing stronger and stronger, as is their connection to the divine. So those masculines who were more strictly religious are becoming more spiritual. Those masculines who were not religious at all are starting to become aware of the concept of a higher power. Those masculines who were already spiritual are just delving deeper into their spirituality and really stripping away the ego, because there's a lot of ego in new age spirituality. So this is about getting back to basics for the masculines and really for humanity in general right now, and getting back to the heart of the matter. I feel so much heart opening for the masculines. Some feminines are experiencing this as shockwaves through your heart chakra. And honestly, sometimes it feels like it'll either be like you can't breathe, so it'll kind of affect your diaphragm or your rib cage, where it feels like breath or air or oxygen is stuck there and it's very uncomfortable and you feel like you're having a panic attack. You could be having acid reflux, especially on the left side of the body. There's also a lot of stagnation going on and bloating going on right now in the solar plexus and the sacral. Sacral is being cleared out, guys. Sacred womb space is being cleared out for both counterparts. Past lives of sexual trauma, this lifetime of sexual trauma, it's all being cleansed and cleared and healed. So in addition, any betrayal energies that you encountered with your counterpart in past lifetimes, those are being cleared as well. So the feminine might even be feeling frustrated, angry, annoyed right now towards her counterpart, while the counterpart is feeling the love and the longing and the clinging energy. So definitely, guys, the roles have reversed. I've been talking about this for months, but it's definitely happening right now. So yeah, the masculines are unraveling from the matrix, and this is about those spiritual encounters. They're being guided by, I feel, grandparents, strong energies of grandparents, guys. They're being guided to really go deeper and to understand that there is so much more to this life than what they're seeing with their two eyes. This is also about vulnerability, like letting others come close in the transformational process of they clipped their wings in the past with the relationships they were in, the choices they made, the friendships they had, just everything was clipping their wings, clipping their freedom, and then they blamed other people, but it was really them. I mean, they've always been free. You're always free to make the choices that you want to make. So this is about them setting healthy boundaries with karmic people in their lives, but this is also about the masculines freeing themselves, transforming themselves, and this is why they're freeing themselves from the matrix. And I feel like this is why the feminine's been heavily guided to step back And instead of reassuring them this time, like maybe you've always done, you're just stepping back and allowing this process to happen. And you're focused. You've turned your back, so to speak, on your counterpart in the physical. Okay, they're going to see this as abandonment and rejection, but that's okay. It's part of what they need to heal. They need to go through this on their own. You're not abandoning them, that's a mouthful. Energetically, you're still there, although you may even have sort of quieted that connection so you can focus on yourself, but you're still here. This is their lesson to learn. This is, the feminine needs to go on her journey right now, and the masculine needs to go on his journey. So understand that the masculine's starting to realize the way things are unfolding is actually magical. There is synchronicity. Guys, they're receiving signs and synchronicities like fucking crazy right now. They're hearing your name, okay? They're hearing your voice. They're telepathically sending you songs. This is huge right now. Songs. They are even trying to get to you through other people. So there might be people in your life, even if you have a partner, some of you have partners, your partner may be channeling your counterpart through a song that they put on for you, or a book they suggest, or a name, and you're like, what the hell? I am also getting the feeling like karmic partners or soulmates are going to start getting a vibe like there's someone else. They're going to start feeling. So there's going to be an unraveling of these marriages and karmic connections for the feminine. And I know I often focus on the masculine in that respect, but the feminine is going to be experiencing the unraveling of those karmic connections as well. So some of you are going to be prepared to step out of the marriage and go ahead and separate and get in a divorce at this time. It's going to be divinely guided, feminines, because your partner has picked up that there is somebody else, okay? They're just picking up on it. They're starting, because even the karmic partners and the soulmates are starting to have, not necessarily the karmic partners, but the soulmates, the higher level soulmates, those of you who are with soulmates are starting to have an inclination that something else is going on. And interesting, a merry motive for the feminines, and then you got a tall tale. Yeah, so if you've been lying to your partner, guess what? They're picking up on it, guys. It's like the divine's like, no more. You can't be in denial. You're going to have to make, it's like trying to conceal the truth. Wow, Pinocchio, guys. Feminines, if you're in this place where you're not being authentic in a relationship or a marriage, trust me, the divine is going to step in and there's going to be some sort of a tower moment. So it's better that you create the tower moment than the divine does, because the divine will create a tornado type effect or a hurricane or tsunami effect, okay, an earthquake, whereas you could have a little more control if you decide to just fess up and be honest. Some of you are going to be called to be very honest at this time, and this is going to free both you and your partner from a connection that's long past its expiration date. Know your motives, feminine. This is about you knowing your motives. What are your motives for staying in this connection? Because a lot of you are in this connection with this partner, but then it's like, well, my counterpart isn't coming forward, or my counterpart, is still in a karmic connection. It's like, look at your own karmic connections, look at your own stuff, turn within, go within. The most healing will be done in your connection when you focus and turn inward, feminines. I cannot stress that enough. Oh, you're turning your back on your counterpart. I can't believe she's advocating that. Bullshit. You are your counterpart and they are you. The more you turn inward and heal and focus on you and find self-love and self-respect and devotion to self, devotion to your mission, devotion to the world, being of service, the more your counterpart is going to be called to do the same, and the more you will both feel whole, which will then bring both of you together in the physical realm, creating an absolute domino effect on this planet. The more twin flames come together, the more we are teaching people about the magic and the beauty of and the power of unconditional love. Okay, this is not about turning your back on your counterpart in the sense of the 3D sense. This is from a much higher perspective. You'll know when you're guided to do so. Okay, and you have to be in a place of ultimate alignment with yourself, inner union, and also just understanding that you're a sovereign being. All right, so feminines are gaining wisdom. Now let's look at the union energy here. Guys, it's been storming all day here. So one of the things I'm picking up on is I feel like this energy of rain here in the south is clearing the way, right? I feel like tomorrow is going to be sunny. It's clearing the way for the Lionsgate energy, the new moon in Leo, to come through, and it's really washing away the past. We are cleansing the palate, so to speak. Many of you may even be experiencing like nausea, throat chakra issues, challenges with swallowing, challenges with just your senses, like your five senses. Things are changing so rapidly right now, guys. It's like everything has been flipped upside down. If you feel like it's over again, if you feel like a death energy, I'm going to talk more about that on the call tomorrow because it's really potent right now. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, the Rose's Kiss, Awakening Genius. So the love is coming back into these connections, okay? Remember, I was calling on union energy here. So we have the Rose's Kiss. So the love is coming back into the connection, guys. I mean, this is like that song by Seal, A Kiss from a Rose. What's fascinating about this is I asked for a sign from my grandfather. I asked for a sign from my grandmother and my grandfather, who were twin flames. And my grandfather died tragically when my grandmother was 31. My grandfather was 35. He was a pilot in the Navy, and he passed tragically flying, as did 3 other pilots that day. And so my grandmother was left with 3 children, and my grandfather has been with me throughout this life. He's one of my greatest teachers from the other side. He's very powerful. He's also really funny. So that's where I get my sense of humor, my zaniness, and my ridiculousness from. So he comes through. And so I had asked my grandmother, show me a sign of a heart. And I got a heart in dust on my road trip right in front of me, like a half an hour or less. Maybe it was like 15, 20 minutes later. So there was a truck that passed by and someone had carved out the heart in dust because the car was dusty. And I saw one more like that on the trip, and I kept on, and then I asked my grandfather for pink rose. Well, here's the pink rose. So this is the wisdom of the grandparents, like I said, coming through for the feminine and the masculine. My grandfather in particular, a very powerful divine masculine, and coming through, you know, his life was short in the physical realm, but he was here, and he's been here, and he met my grandmother on the other side. And what's happening here is he's asking us, right? The grandfathers, our grandfathers, grandparents, asking us to bring in more joy into our connections. This is about pleasure, sensual pleasure, sexual pleasure, physical pleasure, emotional pleasure, mental pleasure, pleasure on all levels. And acknowledging your desires. This is about the 5 senses. This is about being grounded here in this reality and allowing the rose to just open beautifully. And when the feminine trusts the masculine, she opens herself up beautifully like a rose. She'll just blossom and open, right? And this is like in a sexual sense, in a sensual sense, right? She opens, she blossoms, or she shuts down. The body is very intuitive and very smart. So many of you have experienced physical shutdown with your counterpart if you didn't trust them, or if you knew that there were karmic partners involved and you just couldn't fully open up and your body would just shut down. It didn't feel safe. So that's going to start to shift here in these connections, I feel like. So you may have even felt shame over that. And so what Spirit is saying is, you know, this is the awakening genius of the ancestors coming through. This is about creatively expressing yourself, allowing that inner intelligence, that ancient intelligence and wisdom to shine through. Birthing ideas. I mean, you guys are like, you're blossoming, you're flowering, you're coming into your own. And I see, it looks like a ladybug, but then it looks like a butterfly ladybug, which is very interesting. Although I think it's supposed to be a ladybug. So luck, you know, good luck and joy and the treasure of this existence in the physical 3D realm. So that's coming through rather strongly on this Lionsgate new moon in Leo. Now, make no mistake about it, guys. This is a potent energy. So you're going to want to be very careful with what you're manifesting and what you're bringing forth. Notice your thoughts. Notice where your thoughts go during this time, guys. only that, like not only noticing where your thoughts are going, but notice what kind of thoughts you're having. Do you want to change those thoughts? Do they need to be of a higher caliber, a higher vibration? Take time to breathe. So yeah, the breath might have been kind of challenging last week. So take time to breathe, guys. Take time to really just open the diaphragm, diaphragmatic breathing. Okay, it's a particular style of breathing. Open up the chest, let the rib cage expand out to each side, and then as you exhale, draw the belly button to the spine. Do this for a minute or two, especially during times of stress. Work on your psoas muscle if you feel like you're in fight or flight, because there's a lot of anxiety circulating right now in the collective for multiple reasons. Take time to breathe out. Let's get for the masculine energy here. Masculine energy with this new moon in Leo, Lionsgate. There is also, and I'm going to talk about this more on the call tomorrow, there's also the energy here of Sirius, the Sirius gateway that's connected, and the Sirius star that is connected to Lionsgate. So we're going to talk more about that tomorrow and what that means for Twin Flames as well. There's just a lot to talk about. So have faith in your dreams, guys. Have faith in your dreams. This is for the masculines. Yeah, realizing this awakening genius inside of them. They can't shut it off. They can't go backwards. They can only move forwards. You know that part in your journey, feminine, where you wanted to shut it off and you just wanted to hop off this crazy ride? Well, the masculines are feeling that, but they're also feeling the love and devotion and the pull towards the feminine. So you feel like you're going crazy. And then you get pissed and angry because you're like, damn, I love this person so much, but they won't talk to me, but I can't get off this fucking ride. And it's really the role reversal, because it's how the feminine felt last year and the year before. And now the masculine's sitting there in this place where the feminine's quiet and the feminine's sort of reserved and taking her energy back in the physical and in the energetic realms. And the masculine's like, now he has to have faith. He's the one that has to carry the torch and carry the faith. I feel like the torch has been passed from the feminine to the masculine, and the feminine saying, it's time for you, to show me. It's time for you to carry the torch for a little while. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make my dreams come true in the physical. And I need you to level up spiritually while I level up physically. Feminines, a win-win outcome is forecast. Yeah, this is what it feels like essentially with Lionsgate. Nothing will come of this situation, but a win-win outcome is forecast. It's like, what the fuck? So it's sort of this energy of back and forth. 1 minute you're feeling anxious, the next minute you feel empowered, the next minute you're sad, the next minute you're angry, then you feel good and at peace and balance, and then you're like chaotic and out of control. It's like we are just shifting from light to shadow to happy to sad to angry to stressed to like relieved and joyful. It's like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, this is what's happening. So the feminine is like bouncing, boing, 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 like a trampoline, boing, 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 boing. And moments like you feel like this, you feel like you're on top of the world, and then you're like, oh, well, this is over. The connection's over. The journey's over. This is it. I'm done. And then you go back to this and you're like, oh my God, of course this is going to work. This is destiny. We're meant to be together. And you focus back on your journey, and then you're back here, and then you're back here. So there's a lot of back and forth right now with the Lionsgate energy. So guys, just be mindful of that. It's so easy to take that at face value and say, oh, this is the truth. Is it really the truth? Is it really the truth that it's over? I mean, it's never over. This is you. It's your relationship with yourself. But it's interesting when you feel that frustration or anger towards your counterpart, check in and see, what parts of myself am I disgusted at? What parts of myself am I annoyed at? Or do I just want to turn off? You might be interested to see what you find, Divine Feminine. We like to blame the Divine Masculine. We are so good at that. We've been programmed to blame the masculine energy, but guess what? Is it really your masculine's fault? I think not. So let's have a look-see here at some of the shadowy energy coming up. Masculine energy first. So the shadows coming up with Lionsgate for the masculines. Serendipity, merge and go with the flow. This is definitely coming up as a theme for the masculine energy over and over and over the past several weeks, for them to just release and relax and unwind and to trust the process and stop fighting it. They've fought this journey and this process and this connection with their mind for so long. The feminine's like, I'm just going to let you continue to try to fight this with your mind because it's always going to come back to me. It's always going to come back to us. So I'm just going to let you do whatever you feel like you need to do. And then the masculine, when the feminine, in her absence, he can finally think straight and can finally come to a conclusion for himself that this is actually meant to be. Embrace oneness with the universe. Yes, masculine. Beautiful. You guys are definitely leveling up. Masculines watching, or for the inner masculine energy, which I would always encourage you to read for as well, or listen for your inner masculine feminines. Guess what? You're merging with oneness. Okay, Marak, you are coming to this place of peace. Okay, you're the masculine energy, internally, externally, within, without, of your role in this world. It's not what you thought it was. It's not about money. It's not about success. It's not about bitches and hoes. I had to say it. It's not about any of those things. Anything that the ego would have you think. It's about your connection to the divine, your mission, your connection to humanity, to this earth, to this planet. Feminines, euphoria, honor yourself. Take the mask off, honor your authentic self. Feminines, you are tasked right now with honoring every part of yourself. In the past, feminines, where you have so easily disregarded yourself in the decisions you're making or in relationships, no longer, no more. This is about you honoring who you truly are and what you truly want and what you need, and asking for that from your counterpart, from others, family members, siblings. How can you feed others when your own table is empty, feminine? Yes. Healing that codependency. Don't give if you're depleted. Don't give if it's going to put you at a detriment or deficient energy. Don't give. You have to understand that you come first. You fill your own cup first, and then whatever you have left over, that's what you can give to others. You don't give to others first and then check in and go, oh, how much do I have left for myself? And that's what a lot of feminines did for a long time. And you called it love, but it was codependency. And then you might have even held grudges against past partners or friends or family members. Well, I didn't ask you to give to me. I didn't ask you to do that. Why did you give so much, feminine, at the expense of your own self-care? Feminines, practice self-care right now. Radical, radical self-care. Stop looking at your counterpart. Okay, masculine. Interesting. Masculines are set to have a huge release here in the fall. The fall equinox, which I believe comes, is it October? I think it's October. Isn't it near Halloween? The fall equinox, which is like less than 3 months away, which happens to be my birthday. So the masculines, 3 months here for the masculines to purge and to reset. I just heard they're pressing the reset button, okay, where they get to start over. And the masculines are going to want to start over, feminine. So a lot of your masculines are going to come in and want to start over and be in this energy of just asking for, begging really for your forgiveness. I'm telling you guys, a lot of these masculines are coming in with a ring. They're coming in with serious commitments, conquering any commitment issues, conquering their past, cleansing and clearing out abuse, cleansing and clearing out where they've neglected themselves, okay, where they haven't been able to practice self-love and therefore haven't been able to, really come in to you honestly and practice loving you correctly or loving you in the way in which you deserve to be loved. These masculines are coming in with gifts, and a lot of them are coming in very serious, especially if they've been in or out, or if you've been adamant about wanting a commitment and they've been sort of coming and going and we're different and this and that, and the feminine's like, okay, do whatever you want to do. I'm going to be over here living my life, but I'm no longer chasing, and I'm no longer in that place where I feel like I have to have you. I'm going to let you go figure this out. I'm not going to try to encourage you. I'm not going to remind you I'm here. I'm not going to try to, send you articles or videos. I'm not going to do anything. In fact, I'm just going to sit here and stand still and see what comes to me. The more you can do that and be in your power, because that's an empowered state of being, feminine, because you're just being. You're not trying, you're not pushing your views on your masculine, trying to, encourage them to understand this. Can't you just get it? We're twin flames. You're just stepping back and allowing that integration to happen naturally. Your masculine's going to come forward in the most magnetic way, because you're going to magnetically attract them because you don't need them anymore. I'm telling you guys, they're going to want to commit their life to you. So the fall is going to be big, big, big energies for these connections. Let's see, feminine power. Yes, feminine, standing in your power. I feel it. Do you feel it? Standing in your power, claiming your throne, like I talked about on the community post today for the Lionsgate call. Claim your throne. Claim your crown, kings and queens. Step up, put it on, wear it proudly, wear it loud and proud. No more apologizing for how powerful you are to anyone. Set those boundaries. Know where you stand. Don't let other people walk all over you. And know who you are. Ooh, what's this? Union energy? Wow, yeah. So there's going to be a bit of stillness, I feel, leading up to this fall equinox. There's going to be a huge release of energy, huge buildup of emotional energy, and then a huge release of that energy. The masculines, some of them are going to come to you in tears. They're going to come to you crying. They're going to come to you just absolutely devastated with a realization of how they've treated you and what they've done. And they're going to feel like, did I lose you for good? Okay. And that's what's happening right now is the masculines are like, did I push her too far or him too far away? Did I say too much? Did I do too much? And the feminine's just over here being still. So it's creating stillness within the connection. It's causing a ruckus within your counterpart's heart and their solar plexus as they sort of grasp for your energy. And you're like, it's not there anymore. You're going to have to find it within yourself, just like I had to find it within myself in your absence. So in your absence, feminine, the masculine grows exponentially. And this stillness energy is bringing in just a lot of insight, a lot of realizations, epiphanies for the masculine, and a softening of their emotions and opening of their heart. So let's see, future energies, union energies, future energies. We've got stillness and solitude. So yeah, your masculine may go quiet. I know this is a little triggering to hear. You're like, what? Haven't we had enough separation? What do you mean? It's temporary, guys. Like, it's temporary. Okay, I see like 3 weeks to 3 months. Very temporary. No big deal. And a lot of the feminines are quiet right now anyway. So if, don't worry. If your masculine stops reaching out, if you've kind of gone quiet, just understand, if you're following your higher power, if you're following that guidance, you can't go wrong. If you're doing it from a place of ego, you can create some conflict and chaos. But when you're doing it from a place of unconditional love and support for both yourself and your counterpart, you can't go wrong. So let's get one more card here. Future energies for these connections. The future energies. Vision quest. Masculines are going deep, deep, deep within. And at the end of this, it's like a treasure hunt, Spirit says. And at the end of this is the feminine, is the union, is that ring. Okay, I'm telling you, the masculines coming in with rings, coming in with commitments, coming in with proposals, engagements, coming in with, I bought a house for us. I'm serious. Coming, not just like, oh, we're going to go on a vacation, like coming in with, I want to spend my life with you. This huge realization. And the feminine's like, what took you so long? I've known since the day we met. What took you so long? But also the feminine's just at ease and relaxed with this process because she knows at the end that she ends up, that you end up with your counterpart. You understand that. So if you're this reading's resonating, you get that. And if you're not quite there yet, you'll reach that. Because those of us that are there are going to pull you through because that's what we do for each other. So let's just look here at the Starseed Tarot, masculine. I knew it. Look at this, guys. Sirius energy, that's the Lion's Gate. And we'll talk more about that on the call because I'm running out of time. But Sirius energy, very important, very potent, okay? Bringing harmony and balance. And yes, this is the masculine energy messenger. So yeah, they're receiving messages from their guides at this time and from the Sirian guides as well. They're also receiving guidance from their higher power, from their higher self, as you can see, and they want to bring forth this message to you. They're also healing the divine masculine energy. This is Star Brothers, Horus energy. This is about the loyalty, the protection energy, the divine masculine wanting to protect the feminine, wanting to protect humanity, wanting to step up and claim his throne and claim his crown and saying, I'm here to protect the feminine energy. Okay, I'm here to be loyal, to provide safety, and I want her to trust me again. So the masculine energy at large, this is like bigger picture energy here, guys, not just your counterpart. The masculine energy in large is coming in. I want you to trust me again. Okay, they're coming in with a huge message and receiving messages from messengers. So huge energy for the masculines with this Lion's Gate. A lot of trust issues are being healed right now between you guys. Let's get a message for the feminines. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. The pyramids of Giza. The Egyptian lineage here is coming up for a lot of us right now. And with the Lion's Gate, the ancient knowledge, the ancient wisdom of ancient civilizations is coming through as well. I mean, as far back as the mind can go, okay? Look deeper, feminine. Like, look deeper at the stories you've been told, at the history lessons you've learned throughout your life in school, you know, the programming, the bullshit history lessons we learned. Look deeper at the stories your grandparents have told you, because there's a lot of information that may have been overlooked or missed. But you might start remembering again, remembering really and truly who you are. There's so much hidden depth to the divine feminine energy. The feminine energy is creative. It's life force energy. It's birth energy. It's creativity. It's creation energy. What are you creating, feminine, with your thoughts? What are you creating with your knowledge? What are you creating with your mind and your heart and your soul? I'm also seeing with the pyramids here like a temple energy, going into the temple of your own heart. That's where you'll find your masculine as you go through this process, as you guys move through this process of sort of temporary physical separation so that you can come back together stronger than ever before. You'll find your masculine and to be able to speak to him or her in your heart. Yeah, so for the union energy, it's like, wait, it's not yet time. Things are still cooking. Things are being woven, okay? So beautiful. So just wait, okay? There's a process here, guys. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful process. We're moving through it right now. We're always moving. We're always heading in the direction. We're always exactly where we need to be. Lost lands, soul memories and gifts, and you've done this before. So the union energy is wait. Things are being woven behind the scenes. You can't see them. It doesn't mean it's not happening. And then the lost lands. So the remembrance, okay, guys, of times from long ago. This is all about the ancient lives, okay, past lives that are coming up right now, the memories from those past lives. And as the feminine feels the betrayal energy and the anger and the pain, the masculine is the longing, like, I hurt her so badly. I hurt the one that loves me the most, the one that's been loyal. Like, they have to forgive themselves for this. And you're going to have to work on forgiveness as well, which we're going to work on in the call tomorrow. So there's so much more to say, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, powerful reading here, powerful energies. I send you guys so much love and support. I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and if so, please like, share, subscribe. We'll see you in the 6-month coaching program. We'll see you on the call tomorrow night. Blessings. If I don't see you in either of those ways, guys, new moon blessings in Leo, new moon in Leo blessings, and beautiful Lionsgate energies to you. I hope you manifest the life of your dreams. Take great care, guys. See you soon.